Hello, my LGBT cuties, and welcome back to another episode of A Jaded Gay. I'm Rob Lovelace, and today we're talking about one of the most influential and fabulous movements in music history, disco. At its core, disco began as dance music built around hypnotic rhythms, electronic sounds, and a pulsing beat that invited people to move. But its origins go so much deeper than the mirrorball era of the 1970s. The word discotheque originally referred to clubs in 1940s Paris that played records instead of hosting live bands, partly out of necessity during World War II. As new genres like R&B, soul, and funk emerged in the mid-20th century, these clubs began spinning the tracks that would ultimately shape disco's sound. By the 1960s, discotheque culture made its way to the United States right in the middle of political tension, economic decline, and social unrest. People needed an escape, and disco certainly delivered. Its dance style broke away from traditional partner dancing, making space for individuality and freedom on the dance floor. That freedom made disco especially inviting for marginalized groups, including women, people of color, and the LGBTQ+ community. In the early 1970s, New York City's underground scene truly fueled the rise of disco. Venues like the Loft, founded by DJ David Mancuso, created inclusive spaces where people of different races, sexualities, and identities could come together. These private dance parties championed community, liberation, and music above all else, values that truly shaped the soul of disco. As disco moved mainstream, it elevated queer, Black, and Latinx artists and gave rise to iconic collaborations and futuristic electronic production. And the music wasn't just danceable, it was emotional, erotic, and empowering. These songs incorporate themes of fantasy, sexuality, liberation, and vulnerability, all while giving listeners a sense of escape. Now, of course, with its rise came backlash. Disco's popularity, paired with its association with queer culture and communities of color, sparked resistance, most infamously with the 1979 Disco Demolition Night, an event often viewed today as being fueled by racism, homophobia, and misogyny. The event itself was staged as a promotional stunt during a Chicago White Sox doubleheader, where fans were encouraged to bring disco records to be blown up on the field. What was intended as a tongue-in-cheek spectacle quickly spiraled out of control once the explosion triggered a chaotic crowd riot. Within months, the genre seemingly collapsed under cultural pressure, industry fatigue, and a political shift toward conservatism. But disco's story did not end there. Its DNA lived on through house, techno, Eurodance, and eventually new disco in the 1990s and 2000s. And today, its influence is everywhere, from Kylie Minogue to Madonna, Daft Punk to Dua Lipa, and even the chart-topping hits that blend retro grooves with modern pop production. Disco didn't die, it evolved. And at its core, disco reminds us that queer joy, community, and the magic of escapism have always been powerful enough to light up even the darkest dance floors. Now, there's so much more to explore when it comes to the queer legacy and cultural impact of disco, so check out the podcast episode and blog post linked below. And remember, every day is all we have, so you gotta make your own happiness.